are you doing, Exoman?
Just watching you work.
My second batch of sugaring wax because the first batch did not turn out at all. It was everywhere. It was like...
So you're making some sugar wax.
Yeah.
It's funny that you call it wax. It's just sugar.
For sugaring, which is really very similar to waxing. For my legs.
Farm Girl's going to rip the hair out of her legs. We did a waxing video.
Yes, we did. It was sugaring.
I have something here.
Oh.
Something of yours.
Pretty.
That I wanted to talk about this. What is this?
It's my wedding ring.
Yeah. And you don't wear it, do you? Let me show it to you.
Well, I wear it like when I go out to dinner, or, you know.
So, I had a question.
When I get dressed up.
Someone inquired of us,
why don't we have wedding rings?
do we not? Yeah, they don't see wedding rings in the video.
True.
In videos. So, it's a pretty good question, right?
Mm-hmm. I bet in a few we have them on.
Huh?
I bet in a few we have them on, like when we're going out to dinner or whatever, like my birthday video. Or...
You would have yours, but I don't think I have one anymore. So, I think that, here's what I think about that. I think that that is symbolism. And I don't want to sound iconoclastic. I don't want to hate on. I'm not hating on what other people do. That's not what I'm about. But what I'm saying is, to me, that is a symbol. That is to me the way my mind works, and she's similar to me in that regard. Is the way that my mind works. That's a piece of metal. That's all it is. And yes, while it will hold some symbolism of ceremony to some people.
Mm-hmm.
What is important to me is what exists between us. Mm-hmm. What this is said to represent is matrimony. And what matrimony to me is not what the church gives or documents. It's not a document. And it's not this. And that does sound hippy-dippy and iconoclastic, but this is the way I am. So, I think that's beautiful.
We consciously coupled.
Oh, God. Okay, Gwyneth.
Come on, Jessica.
I give you my love. But that's what's real. You see, that's what means everything to me. And this, just not so much. And besides, that cost me a hell of a lot of money. And
Oopsie.
Our relationship is not about money.
I was so jazzed when I got that.
I was a 20-something.
That meant a lot to me back then.
Good, I'm glad.
I mean, it still means a lot to me.
I did a whole movie, a B movie. I starred in this silly movie, and it was in...
it was awful.
It was in... it wasn't happy.
Oh, which one was it?
It was...
3 for 1? No.
Yeah.
Crawlers.
No. 3 for 1. In Virginia Beach, and it shows on... It's almost like a skin flick.
It's awful.
It shows on Cinemax, or it shows on weird channels.
Yeah.
Somebody, a relative called me and said, "Oh my God, I just saw you in an old movie from the 80s. And
how embarrassing.
It was so cool. It was not great. Anyway, I spent just about every penny
You're
I
like,
made
don't watch.
on that movie. To buy this part of this ring, which is the promise part. This is the engagement part of the ring. And I gave that to her in, where did we say, Malibu at the chart room?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Will you marry me, Farm Girl?" No, I said, "Jen."
Oh,
and
yeah.
He said, "Yes," and that was
Farm Girl was
great.
not born yet.
And then, on this, with this, was the actual ceremony ring, which is, I gave her in the church, and I put it on her finger, and
Ring guard.
the rest is history. But again, it's quaint, and it's nice. It's a nice memory, but it just has no meaning compared to what we share. And trust and love and commitment and the longevity of a relationship, that means everything. Mm-hmm. So I see people that, I think that the people that this means, well, I don't want to say that. let me just say this. I see people on social networking that meet, and within a couple of weeks they're engaged.
What?
Yeah,
No.
I see that all the time. Yes.
No.
And I think relationships have an evolution. And I think that you need to understand that, and you need to,
Nothing.
You need to let a relationship evolve.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes the evolution of a relationship can take years. It doesn't have to, but we allowed our relationship to evolve for 4 years. And that's not saying, I'm not trying to say we're smarter than anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying, I'm damn glad we did that.
Yeah.
And I wish a lot more people that I know had done that, because I've known most of the people that I've known over my lifetime who got married are not married.
Yeah.
Or have been married 5 times. So I think,
We got lucky.
well, we did. We really did. But don't you think it was a good thing to, we lived together.
Yeah.
And we lived together for a few years before we got married. And we were together for 3 years before I even asked her to marry me. And I was just making sure she was good enough. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah. There you go.
There you go. We have them.
So that's what we think about them, and the fact that you can be gravely injured with these things is another consideration. You can. I, by the way, had mine injured me pretty badly, and I never wore it again. So I got it caught on a grinder or a polishing wheel or something.
Yeah.
It was foolish to even have that on.
So scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And besides, it was. Girls were saying, why do you have a tan line on your ring finger?
At the bar.
I said I wanted to get rid of that tan line.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
Gotcha.
Somebody asked, and I thought that was a fair question, and I'm sorry that we don't get to interact more on Facebook with the questions, but
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Or Facebook.
Whatever you call that. Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. We are sorry that it has just become more than we thought it would be as far as the volume of questions.
Every once in a while we get to some, but
we love to read the comments.
We're not
thank you
picking and
all.
choosing.
Thank you all for taking time to leave comments for Farm Girl and on Exoman, and
yeah,
we will read them. So let's wax your legs now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.